today we want to make an aloe vera soap together. I want to show to you the ingredients we need for this project. This is my aloe vera plant, and as you can see, it also has some babies coming out. So for making our aloe vera soap, you need, of course, some aloe vera. If you don't have the plant, you can get the leaves from your market. I am going to use some coconut oil, which adds nourishment, and also some vitamin E oil. I bought this pearl gold powder color, which will give it that perfect shimmer to our soap. I would like to add some scents, so I got some lavender natural oil, and you can use it without any addition of an oil. As you can see, I've cut 2 leaves from my aloe vera plants. Now my aloe vera plant is still small, so it hasn't grown as much, but I wanted to give it a try. I washed them and let them sit for about 90 minutes to make sure if there is any toxins to be removed from the plant before we use it. And as you can see, it has like the aloe vera gel in the center, which we are going to use in our soap. This is a great soap if you want to make some homemade, and it's great for your skin and gives it some nourishment and perfect shine and glow to your skin. I got these. I got them from Amazon. These are like the rose shape for my soap. And of course you need a base for your soap. I like my soap to be clear, so I got the clear base. So it's diamond clear soap that I got, and I'm gonna melt them, and I'll show you which method to use to melt these. This would be the base for your soap, and you can get any like regular soap. For example, if you have some regular soap that you don't use, you can melt them as well, or you can get a different base color, like a white base color soap. All right, and I have a blender here. My water is boiling, so I can melt my base using the double boiling method, and I'm going to show how that's done. All right, let's begin. All right, my friends, I cut some pieces from our base soap, which now I'm gonna melt using the double boiling method, and I'm gonna show you how. So here I have my boiling water in the pan, and then I just have another bowl inside my pan, and I'm gonna put the pieces of this my base inside my bowl, and it's gonna melt using that method. You can also melt by putting your base soap in the microwave, but I just like to melt it using the double boiling method because I think it's just more handy. I can keep it melted as I'm getting other pieces of the ingredients ready, and as I'm like creating my soap and giving it color, I can still have them melted in the bowl here, because if you don't have them have it melted, it can set pretty quick. Okay, we'll come back when these are melted, and we will start to prep our aloe vera soap. Okay, so my soap base is melting. It's gonna melt pretty quick. Meantime, I'm gonna add like a drop of my coconut oil in my mold. I'm not gonna make many, so I'm just gonna put in 4 of them. And you wanna make sure to brush your oil inside your mold to ensure when you're taking it out, when the soap is all set and you are taking it out, it just comes out solid, and it won't damage any of the shapes, your rose shapes. So I'm just gonna give it a little brush of the coconut oil here. And because we are already adding oil inside our soap, you may not need to do that, but I just like to do it as a protection, just in case. Okay, now my molds are brushed with coconut oil, or you could have added the vitamin E oil. I'm gonna show you here my soap base is melted, as you can see that, and that's another reason I like to do the double boiling method, because now the water is warm and it's gonna stay melted once I'm prepping the other ingredients for the soap. For example, I was just putting the spoon inside my bowl, and as you can see, it's already set on the corners. It sets pretty quick. That's how you want to make sure it has a boiling water on the base to keep it melted. My friends, I just wanted to show you before I actually blend and remove the gel from the aloe vera. I just wanted to quickly show you. I'm not sure if I can capture on the camera, but you see that yellowish color liquid. It's kind of jelly yellowish that came out. That's what comes out when you set the leaves vertically for about 90 minutes. You want to make sure if there is any toxins to be removed from your aloe vera leaves. And again, I'm using my baby leaves, so you may want to get the bigger ones, the more mature one from the market. Now I'm gonna remove the gel from inside, blend it. For my soap, I'm gonna use the skin as well, because I just want to give it that extra exfoliation and extra natural color to my soap. If you're doing that, you know, in general, this soap, it's recommended to be used within 90 days. That's why I make small batches, the amount that I need to use for 90 days for me and for the family, and then I try to make in small batches just to make sure I don't keep it longer than 90 days. Okay, now I want to cut the corners just to remove the edges from my aloe vera leaf. Perfect. You want to get those off, and it's already sticky and I can feel the gel. It's so great for the skin. You can see the gel. Wow. I just love aloe vera. I dropped a few here. It's okay. Perfect. Now I'm gonna cut it into pieces and put it in my blender. I wanted to show you, in case you don't want to use the skin, you would cut the layer and then the gel is in the center. And I would recommend to scoop the gel out with a spoon because it's so slippery. You want to make sure you don't cut yourself with a knife, so you can easily scoop this out with a spoon. I'm just going to grab a spoon quickly. For my soap, I'm going to use the skin, but if you just want to use this, the gel, you can just like easily scoop it out with a spoon, and it just comes off very easily. It's like a thick gel layer, which you can blend it in the blender. So you can see that I blended my aloe vera and it's a bit foamy here. I'm gonna blend it a little more. It's foamy jelly consistency. Now I'm gonna add some of my essential oils. So I had my coconut oil. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons. I just like that nourishment on the skin. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons actually. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, and this is not necessary. I just like that extra softness to the skin when using this soap. And I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of my vitamin E oil. Perfect. It smells so good. I can't express it on the camera, but it smells amazing. I like to add scent, natural scent to my soap, so I'm gonna use the lavender essential oil. I'm gonna add about 5 drops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I put like more, like 7 drops. I like to add some smell to my soap. You can just leave it natural without adding any scent. Okay, I'm gonna blend this all together. Give it a nice mix. All right, we'll come back when I'm adding some color and my base soap, which has been boiling and melted on the stove. My friends, I cannot express the smell of this soap. Oh my goodness, I just want to take a bath right now. As you can see, I turned off my stove, but since I still have the boiling water, it keeps my soap kind of liquidy. I added the aloe vera, and now I want to add my shimmer pearl gold shimmer color to the soap. I'm gonna just grab a pinch with my teaspoon and just add it in there. It's a beautiful color. When it gets into the soap, it gets this beautiful gold pearl shimmery texture. I just like to keep it more natural color. You can, add additional colors. You can buy colors and make your soap any color you would like to. I just like to keep it more of a natural color with a little bit of a shimmer. You can add some additional stuff like I'm going to show you in the future videos, like some pepper or some additional stuff to add some exfoliation texture to your soap. I'm just going to grab some more pinch of my shimmer color to add to the soap. It's a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see on my hands. I just love that pearl goldish natural color that it gives to the soap. Now I'm gonna mix it well. I'm gonna blend this one last time, and then I'm gonna just pour it into the mold and let it set. I poured the soap in our mold. You can see I have 4 awesome smelling aloe vera with coconut and vitamin E oil. Now we're gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it sit for about, you can put 2 hours in the freezer, or you can put it out about for 5 hours to let it set in the room temperature. Once it's all set, we will be removing our final soap to use. You can also add additional stuff. For example, sometimes I add some essential leaves or some additional natural stuff to our soap to add that extra layer of exfoliation. I'm going to explain those in more detail in our future and upcoming videos.